know, um, it is very important for us to do these things right, bi'ithnillahi ta'ala, and to meet these challenges, bi'ithnillahi ta'ala. And we will talk about things, we do talk about things in our tradition, for example, like how do you prove God exists? Well, which proof would you like to have? Would you like to have chicken? Would you like to have sheep? Would you have like goat? Would you like to have beef? Would you like to have camel? Would you like to have fish? Would you like to look at ontology, how existence works? Because we have proofs. Would you like to look at cosmology, which is profound causality? Profound causality. That what really causes this world to exist? How can that be? Or would you like to look at beauty? Because beauty in sound and form and color and mountains and sea is also a proof of God. And how do we do that? Well, let's work at it. Let me show you. Or do you want to look at teleology? Teleology, like purpose. That everything in this world is created for a purpose. How far is the sun from the earth? That's a long distance. What if it were just a few million miles closer? What if it were just a few million miles further? What if it were just a few thousand? Wouldn't that destroy life on earth the way we know it? It's a perfect balance. Everything about us, the human eye, the way the human eye is created, the human brain. You have more brain cells in your blessed brain than there are stars in heaven. How many stars are in heaven? The cells in your brain are stars. And you have more stars in your brain than there are in heaven. And how many of them do you use? Most of us don't use many. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's also teleology. And that's also because this brain was created for great things. It was created for amazing things. Or do you want to look at justice and oppression? Because that's also a proof of God. Imam al-Maturidi, may Allah be pleased with him, he uses evil as one of the proofs of the existence of God. Why would he do a thing like that? Because Imam al-Maturidi lived in Samarkand. Do any of you come from Samarkand? I've been there. Beautiful city in Central Asia. And in Samarkand, they had Magians and Zoroastrians and Buddhists. But they had Magians who believed that good and evil were almost like gods. They were divine principles that warred against each other. So al-Maturidi says, no, I'm going to turn that I'm going to turn that around for you. I'm going to show how that works. These cannot be divine. They are created and they are proofs of the existence of Allah. See, so this is one of the benefits you get from Maturidi. And there are other things to look at as well, like common consensus. Most Americans believe in God. That to me is a good sign. Most people in this country believe in God. Some people say as many as 80%. To me, that's good news. That's really good news. But most human beings do believe in God. And the greatest human beings believe in God. Isaac Newton, did he believe in God? Absolutely. He spent more time working on theology than he did physics. But Newton couldn't tell you much about what he believed because he believed that God is one. And he didn't believe in the Trinity. And Joseph Priestley was like that, the father of chemistry. And there are many other examples as well. So we could also look at that many of the greatest people, Blaise Pascal, who's very famous in the history of chemistry and of geometry and other things, he was an atheist. And then one night he had a dream. And in the dream he was taken into hell. And he was shown things that he could not bear, and he wrote a note that he kept in his coat for the rest of his life. Fire, fire, fire. I believe in the God of the prophets, not the God of the philosophers. Okay, most people believe in God.